Every now and then we talk about narratives and we talk about stories. And some of the best stories are the things that actually have value buried inside of them. And I have a story for you today. This is Mario Leone, Voices of Victory channel. Don't forget to click the Patreon link below or the Podbean link that takes you over to my page. We're going to talk about the farmer and the field that actually didn't break. This is some Vietnamese wisdom, which is pretty amazing when you start to dive into it, even as a Westerner. So in a small village in Vietnam, there was an old farmer. He wasn't the loud, obnoxious kind of farmer. He wasn't like that at all. He was kind of laid back, extremely subtle. He just worked his land and did what he had to do every single day. It wasn't a big deal to him. He just felt like he had to do it. But he had one buffalo and he had a rice field. And that was it. That's all he had. But he was proud of it. So an outsider shows up one day. A young man from the city came out of his shell and decided to visit the village. He came to the local village and he watched the old farmer working really slow. And he said, "You're too slow. If you worked faster, you probably can get way more work done." So the farmer didn't argue. He just looked at him and shrugged his shoulders and says, "Okay." And he just kept going. He kept continuing. Well, then a big storm actually hit. And a few weeks later, the storm showed up. And the rain, the wind, typhoon, all flooding all of the rivers, everything got flooded. When it was over, most of the village's rice fields were actually destroyed right down to the nitty-gritty. And a lot of people were really stressed. They were very stressed. Some lost everything. But the old farmer's field was actually still standing. It was still in one piece, and it was still all right there. So the young man actually came back, and he came back very confused. And the man from the city says, "How is your field okay? How is it still okay when everyone else's got ruined?" And the old farmer, he pointed right at the ground. And he said, "I didn't rush my land when I took care of it. I took care of it very slowly and for a very long time, and it was also very consistent." He paused and then added, "The strong roots don't climb up to the surface. They don't show on the surface. They're deep. They're below." So then the young man finally understood it, finally clicked in his head. The farmer wasn't slow, but he was building something that had a foundation. He was building something that had roots that gone very deep. He had built something that could survive the kind of pressure that life threw at it. So what we can understand from this story is that a lot of people in life, they try to move fast. They want to do more, get here, get there, do this. Fast results, fast money, fast success. But anything built that fast can actually break just as fast, can fall apart just as fast, can disappear just as fast. Because what lasts and actually has sustainability is the habits that you actually repeat every single day, the skills you build, and the discipline and hard work that no one cares about or nobody's looking at. So what rush helps you for a moment, and what you build actually begins to hold up when life hits you really hard. That's all I got to say. Have a great day. Don't forget to click on the Patreon link below, and let's grow together. Take care.